Tigers of Ranthambore by Jonathan and Angela Scott. Jonathan and Angie Scott are photographers. They travel around the world taking pictures of animals. One of their favorite places is Ranthambore National Park in North India. It is one of the best places in the world to see tigers in the wild. There are many other animals in the park too. Jonathan and Angie Scott. Ranthambore National Park in the early morning. Tigers can be found in hot, wet forests like Ranthambore across India and Asia, but they live in many different habitats. Siberian tigers live in the snowy mountains of Siberia. Many people go to Ranthambore National Park hoping to see a tiger, but tigers are not easy animals to find. There are only about 60 to 70 tigers in the whole of the park. They like to rest quietly during the heat of the day. They go hunting when it is cool, early in the morning, and in the evening. Visitors to the park must travel about with a guide in a special car. When people go in through the gates of the park, the first animals they will see are langurs, begging for food from the crowd. Langurs are a kind of monkey. They have learned how to get food in lots of clever ways. Langurs spend some of the time on the ground and some in the trees. Tigers are the biggest of all the cats, bigger even than lions. The Siberian tiger can grow up to 3 meters long and weigh 300 kilograms. Tigers mark their territory by scratching trees and leaving their scent on the trunks. This way, they leave messages for each other. They also roar to talk to each other over long distances. But tigers cannot purr to show they are happy. When they are relaxed, they just shut their eyes. Tigers prefer going out in the evening rather than in the middle of the night. Their eyesight is very good. It is about 6 times better than a human's. During the heat of the day, the tigers are resting. It is too hot to hunt. They wait in the shadows until it is cooler. The visitors are more likely to see the other animals in the park. Seeing animals in the park. Spotted deer live all around the park. They are very shy. The spots on their coats help them to move between the trees without being seen. There is another kind of deer. Sambar are much bigger than the spotted deer. They are also bolder. Did you know? Spotted deer are smaller and lighter, live in herds, are hunted by many predators like tigers and crocodiles. Sambar are bigger and heavier, live in herds, but males can also live by themselves, are hunted by tigers. This family of sambar have come to the river to drink. Other creatures watch out for predators. The peacock quickly shuts his tail and makes a noise to warn other birds. It sounds like a trumpet. He knows that there is a tiger close by. Did you know? Peacocks have long tails called trains. Open their tails and display them to attract females. Females are called peahens. Can fly, although not very far. Sleep in small trees at night. A dhole is a wild dog. They sometimes follow tigers, hoping to pick up scraps after the tigers have finished eating. The dholes have to be careful not to be seen. Wild boars also need to be careful. A tiger could be hiding in the grass. Did you know? Dholes usually live in packs, belong to the same family as pet dogs. Wild boars have sharp tusks. They can be fierce, but a tiger can catch a boar and eat it. Seeing a tiger. If the visitors are lucky, they may catch sight of a tiger. This young male tiger is watching his prey, but it looks as if he's relaxing amongst the trees. His stripy coat blends in perfectly with the sunlight and shadows. This camouflage helps him creep up on prey, like young deer and wild boar. The Queen of Tigers. The oldest tiger in the park is called Machali. She has lived in Ranthambore for 20 years. The normal lifespan for a tiger in the wild is about 12 to 15 years. Many of the tigers in the park are her children and grandchildren. Machali is famous for her courage. She was once spotted winning a fight with a crocodile. She is also famous for protecting her cubs from danger. People call her the Queen of the Park because she has been so important to the tigers of Ranthambore. Did you know? In order to know if the tigers are nearby, the rangers in the park look for huge tiger footprints called pug marks. This one is bigger than a man's hand. As the afternoon gets cooler, a tigress and her daughter come down to the lake to drink. Later, they might go in the water. Tigers can swim. It helps them cool down, and sometimes they catch fish to eat. Did you know? A tigress is a female tiger. Usually has a litter of 2 to 4 cubs. Has her cubs with her until they are around 18 months or 2 years old. Crocodiles wait in the water until they see something small enough to catch easily. They often hunt for fish. But crocodiles will not attack tigers. They are too big and powerful. As evening comes, the tigers wait by the waterhole beneath Ranthambore's ancient fort. They keep a lookout for other animals who come down to the water to drink. Did you know? The park gets its name from the fort, as it sits on top of the Ranthambore Hill, looking down on the River Ran. Hunters try and catch tigers because they can get a lot of money for a tiger skin. They will sell the skins to make rugs and clothes. Many forests and jungles have been used to build houses, farms, and factories. Tigers die because they have nowhere to live. They also get killed by farmers protecting their farm because tigers sometimes attack livestock. Tigers are an endangered species. This means that there will soon be no more tigers in the wild unless people stop killing them. There are only about 3,500 left. Ranthambore National Park at sunset. The sun is setting. A tiger roars in the distance. Squawks and howls from other animals can be heard. The tigers will soon be setting out to hunt. It is time for visitors to leave the park. Glossary. Camouflage. Colors and patterns which make it hard to see the animal. Dappled. Marked with light-colored spots. Display. Show off. Endangered. In danger of becoming extinct. Herds. Groups of animals living together. Industry. Making things for money. Lifespan. Length of life. Litter. Group of animal babies. Packs. Groups of dogs. Predators. Animals that hunt. Prey. Animals that are hunted. Protecting. Looking after. Territory. Area of land that an animal feels it owns. Tusks. Long teeth which stick out.